Hello and welcome to my super late February favourites video, which is also going to function as a what I got for my 21st birthday video. So TV and film. In February I finally got around to watching the Netflix series Sense8. Basically it's about 8 people that are psychically linked and they're from all walks of life, all across the world, which means that it's very diverse and awesome. There's this, typically there's like this evil corporation that's sort of after them, well, not corporation, organisation, and between the 8 of them they have a pretty decent skill set for not getting caught. It very rarely happens where in a show I am incapable of picking a distinct favourite character or a distinct least favourite. Like, all 8 of the main characters, and yes, they are all main characters, it's fantastic, they are all fantastic in different ways, and I really like all of them. It's just really great. There's something for everyone. It's funny in places, it's romantic in places, it's sexual in places, and yes, there is a lot of action, and I would just really, really recommend it because it's really good. I also binge watched the first season of this sitcom type program called You, Me, Her, and the first season's on Netflix. The second season is currently out in America, but I don't think it's on the UK Netflix yet, which is frustrating. But anyway, You, Me, Her is fantastic because it's basically, it's about polyamory, but it's not like all gross and angsty and portrayed in a negative light. It's about this married couple that both gets a crush on the same girl and how they try to navigate that in their snooty, closed-minded neighbourhood. And it's just really, really cute and adorable, and it's so refreshing to see how it's portrayed, because basically, like, a lot of the themes of the show and the way they're doing it is quite distinctly to say, like, if something works for you, then it's not other people's place to judge, and it's just, I'm so here for that. Challenge norms. If you're all adults, then do what you want. It's really cute, okay? Watch You, Me, Her if you like polyamory and comedy stuff, and it's also filmed really nicely. It's just a dramery in places sitcom about love and relationships, explored in a more unconventional way than usual, and that's fantastic. Onto films, I watched Ex Machina, which I didn't really know anything to do with the plot other than that it involved a human-looking robot, possibly, like, which you can tell from the design of the movie poster. So basically, Ex Machina, if you didn't already know or you haven't already watched it, it's about this super smart guy that invents an AI robot, and he invites this other guy to come and make friends with his robot creation, to see whether or not this thing that he had made could pass as human. And it's really cool, and it's got a bit of a twist ending that I really, really liked. I guess you'd call it like a psychological thriller, and I'm not nuts about it, but I would watch it again. I also watched this film called Imposter, starring Gary Sinise, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, who is most popularly known, I guess, for his role as Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump, and I really, really like him as an actor, so I am up for watching anything that he's in, pretty much. The premise is basically that it's set in the midst of a war that's going on between, like, Earth and another planet or another race. The focus of the film is basically that this alien race, or enemies or whatever, have designed these robots that look exactly like certain people, and they switch out the people with the robots, and these robots have got bombs in their chests, so they're used to, like, assassinate people, except that the robots don't know that they're robots, so if someone's been switched out, they don't know until they come into contact with their target. And I can't remember the name of his character, he's just Gary. He gets arrested, sort of, and he doesn't know why, and then it turns out that the people that are trying to hunt down these replicas say that he is one, except that naturally he's convinced that he isn't, and he thinks he can prove it. He escapes their custody, and so they're trying to chase him down, and he's trying to escape them long enough to go and do the test thingy he can do to prove that he's not an assassination bomb robot alien thing. And yeah, is he, isn't he? We don't know. It's so basically, right from the start, you know that there's two possible endings. You know, either he is or he isn't. And so either way, you're like expecting a twist ending, except that even when you're expecting a twist ending, it manages to get you with a twist ending that you weren't quite expecting. Um, so yeah, I would recommend it. Again, didn't love it, but there's a really cool bit at the very end that just like ever since I watched that film, I've just been specifically thinking about that bit, and I'm just like, oh, that was cool. I would be very interested if you have seen it to know your thoughts, and if you haven't seen it, I would urge you to watch it and then report back. One of the things that I got from my nan for Christmas is Bridget Jones's Baby on DVD, which is great because I never had a chance to watch it when it was out at the cinema, and I really like Bridget Jones. And I was really worried that the new one kind of would just be sort of unnecessarily extra and wouldn't really feel the same, and you know, it was just a bit of a unnecessary reboot. But it wasn't. It fits quite flawlessly into the, well, now trilogy. It's like the same humour from the first two and everything that makes them good, except just slightly more modern, because obviously, you know, it's been a while since they came out. And yeah, it's just a good time. Also, Colin Firth has still got it. And then speaking of things that I got for my birthday, I also got all of these other DVDs, which is pretty cool. I have some clothes favourites this month as well, the first of which is this Guns N' Roses t-shirt, which my dad sent me because he got it when he saw them in concert in New Zealand, and it's got a bunch of like Australia, New Zealand tour dates on the back. And yeah, it goes really nicely with a skirt that I've already got, which is awesome. The next clothes favourite is this is like a little bow, except that it's a hairpin. And I've been wearing this a lot lately when I've had my hair up in a ponytail, because when these little wispy bits aren't being all nice and ringlety like they are at the moment, they just kind of look ridiculous. And so I have been taking this little bow and like just, you know, using it to clip those up, and I think it goes perfectly with sort of dark yet still cute aesthetic. Another clothes favourite is this necklace that I got for my birthday from my Auntie Maureen. Look how sparkly it is, isn't it adorable? And finally, in the clothes section, we have this new coat that I got from myself off eBay. I saw this coat on my friend Hannah in one of her videos, and I said to her, I love your coat. And then she helped me find it on eBay, and now I have it. This is what it looks like on, and it's really cozy and adorable, and it's slightly too big, but I've got used to how big it is on me now. I've gotten a lot more into pink in the last couple of years than I have been throughout the rest of my life, but I am, of course, and always will still be into black, and I really love the combination, and it's just, again, it's that sort of cute yet still sort of dark and edgy look that I really like, and I have not had a coat like this ever, I don't think. I've only ever really had like the poofy type ones that are for really keeping you warm and safe from the cold and rain and snow. So it's good to have one that, as well as, you know, being okay looking and functional, is adorable looking and cozy. I think I might keep this on for the rest of the video actually, because it's just nice and warm. On to books now, and a book that's a favourite because I've actually read it and enjoyed it, as well as being something I got for my birthday, is Peggy and Me by Miranda Hart. We already know that I really like Miranda, I think she's brilliant, and this book is basically, it's just like about all of her adventures and what her life has been like since getting a dog, and all the life lessons she has learnt through her dog, and it's generally just adorable and pleasant to read, and of course, like, laugh out loud and giggle funny in places. And I've just really been enjoying like curling up with it, reading it in the morning and in the evening, and just taking it out with me. And I finished it, and it was good. I got a couple of other books for my birthday that I still haven't read yet, but for the sake of the what I got for my birthday part of the video, I'm going to put them in the video. Anyway, the first of those is another Miranda book, the first Miranda book by Miranda Hart, which is It Just Me? And it's more just a general themed advice comedy book. I mean, I would assume it's comedy, I don't know how much is advised. I've not read it yet, that's the point. I asked for it and I got it and I can't wait to read it. And that's all we need to say about that. Something that I am so excited to have gotten, and I'm really pleased, is a thing that was from my best friend Lizzie, and that is the book The Princess Diarist by Carrie Fisher. I'm excited to read this. It's going to be great. Carrie Fisher is brilliant. Bless her sweet soul, and I'll let you know how it goes, but I'm just really thrilled that Lizzie got this for me because I really wanted it. And the final book doesn't have any words in it yet, but it is this beautiful supernatural notebook. Yeah, I got this from my fiance's parents, and it's so pretty. We're almost done now. I promise we're on the last section of the video, which is just miscellaneous other stuff. And the first miscellaneous other stuff favourite is Tumblr. The website Tumblr, yes. I have had a Tumblr account for several years now, but I've not been on it in several years because a while back I was just getting frustrated with the amount of spoilers I was seeing on Tumblr for either shows I wasn't fully caught up on or shows I hadn't even started yet, so I decided to abandon Tumblr until I was caught up on everything, but the problem is, I never am. Yeah. But I have finally decided to return, and I installed Tumblr Savior, the application that lets you blacklist things that are tagged, so now I just blacklist spoilers, and anyone that posts a spoiler I just unfollow immediately, and I just use it to reblog stuff about the various things that I love to bits, you know, Star Wars, my various TV fandoms, cats, and it's really enjoyable, and you should all go follow me on there, the link's in the description. I have also been enjoying the hot and spicy vegan burgers by Quorn, which is really good because a lot of, like, most Quorn stuff isn't vegan, it's just vegetarian, which is annoying, so it's good to have found a Quorn thing that is full vegan, in preparation for the day that I do finally make that awesome transition, and they're really nice. They are somewhat spicy, like they say on the title, and they're nice, and I have been eating them. So probably one of the coolest and most thoughtful things that I got for my birthday was a really awesome set of dumbbells from my fiance. Now, I know at face value you might be like, what? But the other week, like, I just kind of offhandedly said how I kind of wanted to get some because I use my right arm to do, like, everything and my left arm to do nothing, and so I'm lopsided and I don't like that, and I used to do rock climbing and I haven't been in months, and I miss when my arms were a little bit more hench. So yes, as a really nice surprise, as well as sending me the Guns N' Roses t-shirt, my dad sent me this awesome bag, which I was not expecting, and I absolutely love just the colours and, or the lack thereof, I guess. I really love this design. Like, I know, like, the Guns N' Roses logo is generally the same, but this bag in particular, it just deeply appeals to me. One of my other presents from my uni friends, which again you will have seen if you watched the vlog, can you tell I want you to watch the vlog because no one watches my vlogs, is this really cool piece of Lucifer artwork, which is like a postery type thing. It's so pretty. As we know, I like the TV show Lucifer, and thus I like this as well. From my best friend Lizzie, I got this really cool Slytherin pencil case. I'm not sure if they're meant to be, but these little sort of bronze, like bronzish, goldish coloured dots, dot things here, they remind me of, like, Marauder's map footprints, which is just really cool. And the rest of it is just really cool. Look at these nice colours. So most of my presents were surprises, but this is one that I did know I was getting. I didn't know, but I guessed very confidently that I was getting this. And it is the Lucius Malfoy Pop Funko, again from my best friend Lizzie, because she knows that I am just Malfoy trash. Just complete, just garbage. Me, Malfoys, yes. Yeah, like, I sent her a picture of this from when I saw it in Forbidden Planet when I was last there, and she was like, you should get it, it's so you! And then when people were discussing my birthday stuff, I was like, so, she's gonna get me yeah. So I now have two of these. He can go on my bookshelf next to Rose Tyler, and they can just sit there, in their beautiful blondness. As well as a super cool notebook, I got another thing from my fiance's parents, which honestly absolutely floored me. I was not expecting to get one of these because it's just been on my wish list for years and I've never owned one, and it didn't even occur to me that anyone would actually get me one. I finally have a drawing tablet. Yes, so I'm very excited about this. I can finally join the rest of everyone, the artists, the cool people that do stuff on the computer now. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I sound too flippant about this because it's such a cool present, and honestly when I unwrapped it I was like, holy shit. I have a tablet. I can make stuff that can be called, well, questionable to whether or not anything I make can be called art, but I can make stuff, I can make drawings that can go online and can look neat without having to be terribly photographed or scanned. And speaking of art, the final thing that I got for my birthday that is in this favourites video is another thing from my best friend Lizzie, who is my best friend for a reason, because she's great, obvs. She drew my face, and like, she drew my face well. Like, I can't get the exact angle that this reference picture uses, but just let's all just have a look at this for a minute and recognise that this does in fact look like me. I sent her a Snapchat of it, just with the caption "disgusting," because it looks like me. So of course my initial reaction is, "Oh God, it's me." But in all seriousness, this is really good and really thoughtful and really nice, and yeah. So that's the end of that. I am so thankful for all the amazing stuff that people have done for me or got for me this birthday. It was the best birthday I've had, I think, and do not think for a second that I'm ungrateful or unappreciative, or do not realise the gravity of how good it is that I have this stuff to flaunt online. Yeah, it's been cool, so thanks people. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what your favourites were for February, or if you just made it through to the end of the video, leave me a comment, because I'm sure this was long, as well as being late, so sorry about that. And please do consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more of me in the future. Take care of yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.